So I have a lot of people to cook for. I've got 4 kids, a hungry husband, often lots of company. And when I go out to the supermarket, I go get big batches of things, and I want to make it one time and stretch my ingredients. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a basic pesto, which pesto is the best pantry staple. I have it in the fridge all the time. I even freeze it. We're going to do a dairy version of a pesto, and then we're going to do a pea pesto, which is going to be the base for anything like chicken, salmon, kind of instead of some smashed potatoes. Get ready, because this is going to be so quick and so delicious. I put a little olive oil already in there. If you guys have a Vitamix or a high-speed blender, make sure to always have liquid at the bottom of it so you don't burn it out, which I've done a couple of times. I'm gonna use a ton of basil. If you run out of basil, which often happens, and I'll show you what to do, I've got some parsley and even some cilantro, and I'm just gonna throw some in. It actually adds a little bit of yummy flavor. So, all right, so see, that's kind of a lot. This is about 4 batches. Like I said, I've got some olive oil in there. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit more. And while I'm drizzling, I'm gonna add my pine nuts, a couple cloves of garlic. Depending on how garlicky you like it, you can add a little bit more or a little bit less. I'm gonna be a little bit crazy today because we have a lot of stuff in here. So we've got a little bit of pink salt. Use whatever salt you have. I like this because it makes me feel fancy and it's pretty, and apparently it has more minerals in it. So a little bit of salt and pepper. So now I want you to see what just happened, because this certainly happens to all of us. I don't quite have enough liquid in here, so we're gonna add a little bit more oil. I'm even gonna add a little bit of water. Water will help the blender zhuzh a little better. And we're gonna add a little bit of lemon juice. I don't always. I like a little bit of tang. Turn it up. All right, let's try. It's actually perfect. Sometimes you need to add a little bit more, a little bit less. All right, I am gonna transfer this into a bowl. And we're gonna save this. I'm gonna keep it in a container in the fridge, actually, when I go back into the kitchen. This is gonna keep for 3 to 4 days in the fridge, but what I like to do is put it in a Ziploc bag, label it with the date, keep it in the freezer for like 2 months. It's the best. This is not rocket science, so easy. I put some Parmesan cheese shredded in a little container, and the pesto that we just made, I'm going to add. Mix it together, cover it in the fridge, and you've got yourself a super fresh dairy pesto. It'll last in the fridge for a couple days. All right, so this is looking nice and mixed, and I want to show you a fun way to eat this. Of course, you can use a dairy pesto in a bazillion other ways, but I just had some leftover romaine lettuce. You can see it's kind of wilting a little bit. And then I'm gonna take some of my pesto, which actually I can use this, and spread it. Just like that. You can be kind of liberal. Then a little dollop of hummus, kind of all around. Maybe more like 3 dollops. Some carrots, only because I had some shredded in the fridge. You can use anything kind of for some color and some crunch. Some beetroot would be amazing, some sprouts, red onion, and then you just take a bite. It's messy, but it's like a salad. A salad in a romaine wrap. Enjoy. Are you ready for how easy this is? I've got the pesto in the blender, or you could have it in a separate bowl and pop it into your blender. And then I've got some frozen green peas. Okay, so this may sound kind of weird, smashed green peas, but you know, you've got some good pesto. If you throw some green peas in there, it can be kind of like the texture of mashed potatoes, but it's like smashed green peas on steroids with all the flavor. So we're gonna blend the peas in with the pesto. I'm gonna add a couple more pine nuts to this because I like a little bit of a thicker texture. So let's see how that goes. You could also add more green peas if you had them on hand. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of the pea base on the plate. So this happens to be a little bit thicker than like a smashed potato, but it's quite starchy with all those green peas. And I'm gonna just place them. And I've got 4 pieces here because I've got 4 hungry kids coming home. Put some extra garnish, some cilantro, season it up with a little bit of salt. I think that's kind of a fun, creative way to use up some extra pesto. Should we try? I think we should. There's nothing like trying it right when it's fresh, right? It's a little messy. There we go. It's really good because it's very subtle. The peas add a really nice flat flavor to all the oomph of the garlic and the herbs. Really good. Try it. Let me know what you think.